Now DD spotted or DF. Massive hit! from Delaware on just Hasuni. Chungwoo just giving himself up. Just a fantastic job from S. And Trailer trying to go in for the ram, probably. That's what I would do. Just get the damage. Oh, he does get the kill! Oh, that is massive. I didn't think he would. But now it's going to be a 3v1 situation. Main's going to take some shots. And he does get a nice hit on him. But he's still winning the fight against Illusion. But if that cruiser comes around, he might be in trouble, and he is. Penguin with the amazing kill, saving that Lucian. That cruiser should have pushed up, or Sario waited for him a little bit. But he's gonna get some shots in between there, and he does connect. Great shot from Karjala. Control for SNA, even though they lost an AD, they're up by 40 points. And here's torpedoes from the right. That overextension. That Hayate's works. Oh, yup. Ouch. Great torps from Hayate. I think those were for Chungwoo too. These broadsides to that Samui on the right. And Small taking out the Temeraire. But this cruiser is about to go down. Hopefully we can help kill them. Guns fast enough. Lucian missed the torps.
Oh, there goes the secondary. Destroyed one of these torpedo tubes. Come on.
Oh, come on, secondary.
Get to the man just to get you a hit on the alpha.
Oh, as I say that.
Ridiculous! Holy crap, dude!
Wow.
Holy crap!
Without having the advantage of destroyers, and they still pull this off. This is unbelievable.
A Delaware, dude, and a Delaware. They
Yep.
can't forget that they did it without a Delaware.
Unbelievable.
Amazing gameplay from Painkillers. Holy crap!
Gentle Giants, welcome. My name's Angel Rambo Jr. Welcome to the Fleet Network Ocean Cup 4 semifinals. My boys, Painkillers, going against my other homeboys, Hullcrushers. Gonna be a fantastic matchup. Hope you guys all enjoy. Just waiting for them to get started here. Big shout out to anybody who hides the room code, man. It's huge. Map selection for today is going to be Trap, followed by Haven, Mountain Range, Shards, and Crash Zone. Very unique maps in their own right. It's gonna be fun, man. Very evenly matched teams. They've battled each other over the years, over the last year or so, quite a bit, and we've developed a really good brotherhood with Hullcrushers. So I'm gonna hide my face cam here for a second, so we can look at the lineup. Once these guys pick their lineup here, we'll kind of stop and take a look at what's going on. Hullcrushers excited for this matchup, as you can see. Looks like Saucy and Yuki are gonna sit this one out. We got Z46, Hayate Lucian, San Luis, Petro, Donskoy, Repub, and Giuseppe for Team 1. Lucian, Smolin, Donskoy. Looks like they're going 2 DDs for Trap. That's interesting. Maine, Giuseppe, Delaware. No Delaware for Team 1. Painkillers. It's gonna be interesting. See how it plays out. Go live. Welcome everybody, trickle on in. I'm gonna shut the music off here. And let's see if I can get the audio in here quick. All right. It'll be digital. Wonder if you guys can hear it here in a second. His audio is kind of quiet. Let me see if I can get Ninetales. Yeah, you can hear Ninetales. Come on. Oh, what happened? What is happening here? Are they stuck? Oh yeah, they are stuck. What the hell happened? I don't think I've ever seen that before. They're stuck in this? Or is he just stuck in it? These guys are all in a match, but there's nobody. Am I dumb? I wonder if they're gonna restart it. That's an interesting start to the series here. What? Have you guys ever seen that before? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's crazy. Hope these guys know to restart. Do they know? Hey South, if you're in here, man, let them know. I don't know what happened. These guys are playing. I don't think they know what's going on. Menacing Coyote, how you doing, brother? Jim, South? Welcome, guys. Something happened with this training room. I even click live. What's up, Conquistador? How you doing, man? Restart. Hold on, let's see if I can tag these guys quick. Is it our fault they don't know the rules? What's going on? Hey, William. Okay. Look at the... Hey, what's up, Jim? Something's going on with this game 1. And, we're just trying to figure something out. They told us we can't use a DD radar and a BB radar. Why would they say that? So, painkillers, are we just gonna give them that first game, or? This is weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Hey, Bully, what's up, man? This is not the way we wanted this matchup to start. Forfeit the match, I guess. So now we gotta wait for Senna, I guess, to... Or not Senna, I'm sorry. Serenadas? To say something? So apparently the confusion is that... Painkillers thought that you could not use a DD and a BB radar. That's... So they basically left the match. Which I didn't see anything in the rules about that. It just says 3 radars that you have to... Payne says they thought that there was a rule violation and they backed out. Yeah. So there is no rule violation that I'm aware of. I don't think that there is. I'm pretty sure you can use a DD and a BB radar. I mean... Yeah, there is no violation that I'm aware of. You can use any type of radar as long as it's 3 of them. I'm pretty sure that 3 is the limit. Yeah, that is a crazy start. But you gotta read the rules more thoroughly before you start the match, or before you even ready up. So, yeah, I think... Yeah, I'm not sure. Yo, what's up, Sindri? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. They found out I was playing my alt account, yeah. In my opinion, I think that like it's gonna be up to Hullcrushers to figure out if they want to redo that match or call it a win, because there was no rule violation, and we're already 15 minutes behind schedule, so I'm not sure. They're gonna have to decide. Because technically, Painkillers would have lost this match then. Pains thought that was a rule violation. They thought 3 errors among 3 different ship classes was wrong. Yeah, and it's not wrong because I don't, like I said, I'm looking at the rules and I don't see anything in the rules saying that you can't have a battleship radar, a DD radar, and a cruiser radar. There's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, the issue with starting the match over is that like I have to look at it from both sides. Right? I have to look at it from both sides because, you know, this is... Like, from Hullcrushers' point of view, I'm sorry. You know, if I'm on Hullcrushers, I'd be like, sorry, but you read the rules incorrectly. That's gotta be on you. You know, these rules have been in there forever. So, like, that's 1-0 Hullcrushers, you know, in my opinion. But also, it's also, you know, Hullcrushers... They want to win, you know, fair and square. But it's a 50-50 toss-up, man. I don't fault Hullcrushers for whatever they decide to do. I think that they're in their right at that point because Painkillers were wrong. But yeah, it's gonna be up to them. Thank you guys so much for the subscriptions on YouTube, man. I appreciate you. I see you guys. Two radar cruisers max, maybe, yeah. Like I said, I'm not taking a side. I'm just saying from both point of views, you can kind of see, you know what I mean? Like, we have a very good relationship with them. We really do. But when the stakes are this high, this late in the season, it's kind of hard to justify one way or another. It's really the call of the Hullcrushers, I think, so... Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna hide the screen just to make, yeah, just to, we're gonna hide it just in case something goes on, so. I say play on. Like I said, it's up to them, man. I gotta respect that, you know. And I don't want to, like, you know, put anybody under the bus at all, so... That's just my opinion. I think Hullcrushers... This can't count as disqualification because it's been 15 minutes and no match. In my tournament, I mean, if you're late by 15 minutes, you know... Because technically a match did go. They just have to figure out whether it's going to be 1-0 or not. So... Oh. Yeah, this is interesting. They haven't picked anything yet, so... Aaron, what's up, baby? Yeah. So they're gonna be figuring this shit out, I guess. Well, if there wasn't a rule violation, yeah. I personally, because of the rules, I have to be unbiased here. The rules aren't biased, so I have to not be. And then it would be 1-0 Hullcrushers for sure. You know, I hate to see my guys lose that, you know, that first game like that, but rules are rules, man. They're black and white, so. Like I said, it is ultimately up to Hullcrushers, I think. So. Bro, that's a pretty good point there with the 10-second wait. Once you guys are all ready, just wait 30 seconds, or 10 seconds, I should say. Yeah. But, yeah, that's a tough one, dude. I don't know. Good old waiting simulator. We already have 20 minutes in. And it looks like they may restart the match. Map hasn't changed yet. I know I haven't. I'm still covering this up just in case. And then once the match starts, then I'll play it. I'll be right back while they're waiting. 1 second, guys. Oy. Right now we're still waiting on 1 for Hullcrushers. And like I said, the map hasn't changed yet, so we'll see. Like I said, I'm out of the loop in terms of like the politics behind what's going on. I'm just here with you guys, enjoying the moment. Or at least trying to at this point. Should take the one they didn't violate any rules. Like I said, I agree with that just because of the rules themselves. But definitely taking the sides of the rules, especially with these tournaments, like, we're trying to set a precedent here. The whole point of these tournaments is for the future. You know, we're going to make these tournaments better and better and better every year. And every season. Trying to, you know, once Wargaming takes it over, well, if they do, I don't know. I don't want to jinx anything. But the whole thing is to have them, you know, because then there'll be like real prizes that come from the company that we are basically playing for. Now, here's the mind game behind all this, okay? Is been sitting in port forever, okay? This whole week, both teams have been preparing and sharpening their knives, right? To take each other on, right? And now everything's on hold. So which team is going to overcome this mental hurdle, this like lull, because they're ready to go, man. And now this situation knocks everything out. And I hope, on the side note, I hope that this situation doesn't create a problem between, you know, the relationship that we have with this clan, because we have a very good rapport with them, and I kind of jinxed it by saying that early on, but I hope that this doesn't drive a wedge between us, because we've been such good friends with them for a long time now. It seems like forever. So looks like the match is gonna start. We already kind of went over. The cap switched over from Giuseppe over to Minnesota. Other than that, there's no changes, at least right now. Oh, they switched maps, so it's going to be 1-0 Hullcrushers. Psych, you thought picked Salem? I don't think you picked that last time. And away we go. This is going to be a very interesting match on Haven. I couldn't actually see if Hullcrushers decided to stick with Delaware on this one. Delaware was going to be great for trap, but 1-0 Hullcrushers. Oh man, I should have brought in the scoreboard for. That's the one thing I forgot to put in here. For Aaron, he's going to be impressed with an actual score. Well. It'll, yeah. Senna spawning left side main. It's a 3-3-2 spawn from left to right. Cruiser Destroyer on the far right side. Balance spawns middles and left. Unfortunate for Painkillers, but they can bounce back. There's still plenty of game to play. Will to rebuild for Senna. No spotter playing with the catapult fighter. That's probably the damage build. I forgot what Orc Commander, or not Orc Commander, but the Warhammer Commander. Probably running a full dispersion, well, not full dispersion build, but dispersion and damage. Lucian spawning over at Charlie, I believe. C46 far left. They're leaving the middle not wide open yet because the match hasn't really started, but we got spots here for Senna. Chips now spotted as well. I'm not sure why Senna's thing is so quiet, though. Give me 1 second. I'm going to lower his volume a little bit. There we go. Colors Media, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate you, brother. Switch you back over to Senna. Painkillers coming into Bravo, already taking it. And Hullcrushers going after Charlie. Here goes Smallin torpedoes across Bravo. We'll see if they send the Smallin out wide. Welcome, everybody. For anyone that's new here, my name's Angel Rama Jr. I'm covering the Fleet Network Ocean Cup 4 semifinals. Hullcrushers versus Painkillers. Oh, we got a St. Louis out here with Lev. Main taking a shot, missing there. I got the volume all the way up for Senna. I'm gonna turn the volume up. At least for the stream. Painkillers have a battleship over on the left side. Left flank for Hullcrushers. Chip's holding his ground there. And here comes shots from Senna. Trying to volley them over the island. Hopefully Chip gets out of the way. 3,500 off of Chip. Painkillers showing a little bit of dominance early on here. 12 minutes left in basically round number 2. They're taking Bravo and Charlie uncontested. Actually, Bravo's contested by the Z46. And now the radar from Admiral Gasser spotting Phalanx Reaper in the Småland. We got a defense ribbon for Senna. Looks like some more defenses. And Chip down to 3/4. Repub, that's Ninetales shooting. Sorry, somebody was screaming downstairs. But the game goes on! Lav being extra annoying with that St. Louis, as he's really good. And he got double fires on Senna. Senna taking some very well calculated shots on St. Louis. Let's see if they hit. Got the gun with 5,000. Double fire still burning. St. Louis for Hullcrushers right by Senna, providing support. Bravo still contested. And now Painkiller's going back into Charlie. And they're showing a little bit more map control. Where Hullcrushers just waiting for a very good shot to take somebody out with crossfires. 10 minutes left and the game is tied. 1-1 caps. And we got Charlie being, or not being contested whatsoever for Painkillers. Halfway done capping it. And the DD went out wide for Hullcrushers. Over on the Charlie flank. There's a 1v1 DD situation on the top right corner of the map. But it looks like Painkiller is going to take the first non-neutral cap. Or neutral cap, excuse me. And Chip's already down to half health. Painkiller's up by 4 now. Bravo's still a stalemate between those two DDs. Senna with the shots. Arthas, yes, yes. That's the build that I was thinking of. Painkiller's being very methodical here on Haven. Trying to form map control and isolate them from trying to get around the flanks. DD's out wide for each side for Hullcrusher's side. And Lev is almost going to go down here. He should go unspotted if he can. He needs to save his HP, but he's bow into the team, which is something that I rarely ever see a St. Louis do. Normally they're bow out, and I think he's going to go down. That DD on the far left side is still very healthy, and if Lev goes down, there's going to be almost nothing stopping that. But Painkillers with 3-1 caps, and down goes Lev. Hullcrushers coming in clutch there and going up 20 points. But we'll see how long this lead lasts with only 1 cap Setting more fires on Ninetales. And Chip re-rotating to the left side of that island. Shots from Senna. Unspotted shots from Senna. A nice little 6K off of Chip. Painkillers, though, map control. And now Bravo's being contested. It's a 2-to-1 with these DDs here. Looks like Hullcrushers are now making their move into Charlie with a DD and a cruiser with Battleship behind them, ready to pounce. But they better move quickly. 6.5 minutes left, and now Reaper spotted by one of the DDs, and here comes all the shots. Let's see if he can survive this initial salvo. So far, so good. And Chip is out of cover now. Main has him. There's another 5K off of Chip. And Painkillers rotating their Battleship. Repub all the way down over to the middle. And now Phalanx is going out and shooting the DDs from range. This might be a problem. Using Arthas here with the Catapult Fighter. Let's see how much damage he does to Small End. Not a whole lot. Senna right now is incredibly vulnerable to torpedoes. And they are down 80 points. Charlie's being contested though. And Reaper still spotted, still shooting. More shots for Senna. Looks like Small's gonna get away from that. He does get one hit though. Charlie's no longer contested. There's a massive battle over at Charlie as well. Painkiller's doing a great job of defending the flags as best they can. Being down one ship, that's a very good DPM ship. And Senna's basically yet to be touched yet, so he could do this famous push here from the left side. And it looks like Hullcrushers is going to take Bravo. But 4 minutes left in the match, down 90 points. We're going to stay here with this POV of Senna. Senna's going to open this flank up, and we'll see if Ninetales either senses it or reacts. But if Senna remains unspotted, he might be able to get away with it. Take some shots, but now he's spotted. We'll see if Ninetales and Chip can react. But here comes crossfires on Cap. Oh, very fortunate that Cap didn't get slapped by those well-placed shots. But Ninetales is aware that Senna's here. But his guns are not facing that way. Senna, decent hit on Ninetales. And Chip with the 10K off of Senna. They need to be very careful because they're both not in good spot. Cap with the crossfire shots. Great job from Senna avoiding the shots and the torpedoes. Shots are... Ooh. Another great dodge from Senna. But Senna is taking on basically 5 ships right now. And his team is still backed by Bravo and Delta. If Painkillers can take out Senna without losing a ship, this is going to be basically right down to the wire. But Ninetales might go down the next salvo. He's down to 5,000 HP. Oh, and there's a fire. And he's going to go down here. And he does. Senna with the awesome push. And Cap goes down. Now here come the dominoes. 2 minutes left in the match. Painkillers just could not hold on to that lead. We'll see if he finds chip on this next salvo. But here comes torpedoes, and all 5 of them are going to hit. Just a great job from Reaper in the small end, and here comes some more. And they're probably going to be led really well. And I jinxed it. But they might have gone after the cruiser behind him. Chip is spotted once again. Decent hit from Chip. And Yeg getting Tanner off the board. But then Tanner taking out Yeg. Not the best trade. I wonder if these torpedoes are going to end up getting the kill. And they should. But I don't think this is going to be enough. 20 seconds left. And Painkillers needs another kill. And Hullcrushers go up 2-0. Just like that. Oh, how one game could have turned the tide here. Yeah. In that match, I think Painkillers had a very good strategy, but losing Lev that early on, I don't think that they were prepared for that. But then also, you want to be turned away with St. Louis. You want to, like, you don't want to bow in. You know, unless you're like by an island and you have cover. But he was wide out in the open there. It's better to just turn away. That way you can kind of kite a little bit. You know, you don't want to be in a position where you have a DD in front of you that's constantly spotting you, and then you don't have any spots because your DDs are to the middle of the map. That's one thing about Haven, is having a DD going out wide, getting the spots for the DPM cruisers is huge. And also Delaware not being played is interesting too. Delaware now being brought out by Hullcrushers for Mountain Range. It's the next map. That's the newest map, right? Mountain Range? Cap going from Minnesota to Azure Lane, Soyuz, Razia. And then no changes from Hullcrushers other than the Delaware. This map is such a wide map. We'll see how the teams are able to kind of coordinate. and cover all that ground, because the DDs are going to be incredibly important on this map. I mean, the last map especially. But they really, not that they weren't much of a factor, but the cruisers and battleships slugging it out like that and winning their fights, that was very important. And DDs were able to keep spots for Hullcrushers. Their DDs did a great job of continuous spotting and getting pieces off the board. I always wonder why this map is so green. Until spawning left side with Smalland, and I didn't see what cruiser that was. We got a 3-3-2 spawn from left to right. Cruiser destroyer on the far right side. 4 painkillers. Heading to A. Bounce spawns at Bravo and Charlie. Now we'll see where Reaper ends up going or taking a small end. And we'll also see how Bravo's played, because Bravo's an interesting point on this one. Hullcrushers get an A first. More than likely, probably a small one with the engine boost, because the thing is fast as hell. At least for the minute that it has it. Smalling going nose in at Charlie. And it looks like the cruiser must have been spotted, because here comes Delaware torpedo planes for Chip. Luckily, the narrow miss. Camden now spotted. Camden spawn middle. That's a very good spawn. Boy, you're not going to get that shot off. Oh, very good spot for Delaware. Because now Delaware can cover all 3 caps, even if just a little bit with those planes. I think they're 15-5 range, or 15, somewhere in there. But the nice thing is, if he goes nose in towards Alpha, or, well, towards Bravo, he can do crossfires at Alpha, and then also use his planes if he needs to for Charlie, once things are spotted. But the DD for painkillers at Alpha is deep in Alpha right now, and it could be a massive issue, and it's a 3v2 situation for painkillers. In favor of Hullcrushers at Alpha, there's 2 cruisers with a DD at Alpha, and a cruiser DD for painkillers. Ninetails getting spotted here at Charlie. Let me know if the audio is okay, guys. I did turn up the volume for Ninetails. And here comes torpedoes. For Ninetails, he gets 3 of them. He might get them all. Great dodge from Ninetails. Oh, Senna on the left side of Ninetails. What a great flank for him. And it does pay off, getting 16k off of Ninetails. And here comes the crossfires. But painkillers getting the first cap 4 minutes in. But can they conserve their health? That's one of the weaknesses that we've seen from painkillers, is that they haven't been the greatest so far at conserving HP. Hullcrushers getting aggressive in Alpha and Bravo. There's a contested cap here at Charlie. Painkiller's still up 6. 10 minutes left in round number 3. Dan the man with Donskoy over there at Charlie getting some crossfires on that DD that's spotted at Bravo. 4 painkillers. Delaware exploiting that island there for Hullcrushers. Hullcrushers taking Alpha. Well, they got a good right flank or left flank here for Painkillers, but they're kind of pushed into a corner right now. Hullcrushers does have map control. And Senna broadside, we'll see if he gets some good hits here. They're okay. Could have been a lot better. Senna stuck in that little corner. That's a tough spot to be in, but here comes Camden with the shot. Negative hits from Delaware, but Senna with a nice little salvo on Ninetails. Good shot off from Z46. No hits on Z46. Taking some more hits or more shots at Z46. Looks like the cruiser at Alpha went down. And that's what I was kind of saying, is like once they kind of got that Alpha flank, now that DD is going to be forced to rotate towards Bravo, and they're going to force Painkillers into a corner. DD spotted for Hullcrushers. Oh, and here comes Camden. He's spotted. Here comes a spotter plane salvo, and still, man, that dispersion's god awful. Decent hit though. Senna switching to HE shells, and down goes high grade. This is going to be an uphill battle the entire way for Painkillers. They're going to need... Man. They're going to need some... massive RNG miracles to come back from this. Down almost 300 points and only having 1 cap. They got to take out their battleships. At least for the points.
敵巡洋艦を発見。頼むわよ。
Shots away for Z46, and Dan is very, very low on health. But here comes Lev on the left side, and here comes shells from Senna, and Senna taking out Lev. Lev overextended just a little bit, but this is desperation for Painkillers trying to get some kills. They're forced into a corner right now from the map, or on the map, excuse me. And Hullcrushers taking Bravo as well. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in round number 3. Hullcrushers up 2-0, and this is going to be do or die for Painkillers. RNG is definitely not in Ninetales' favor with whatever build he has here. But Senna exploiting that that corner, showing a lot of cheek, but there's still shells for this main is just not connecting. Meanwhile, Senna's connecting very good shots. And let's see if his luck changes with this salvo. Senna smartly turning just as Ninetales was shooting, and here comes more Delaware planes, which he hasn't connected any torps yet. And he probably still won't. Ninetales is in big trouble, and here comes torpedoes from the DD. Hullcrushers moving in for the kill. Cement their victory and heading into the finals. And Psych getting chip off the board. Now it's a 4v9. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is not how we thought this series was going to go. But Psych taking a commanding position at Bravo, and down goes Ninetales. And then Psych getting killed by small and torpedoes. Sam pushing in that DD 1v1. Cat pushing in Charlie as well. And down goes Sam. Here comes a radar from the Hullcrusher Smallin. And down goes Cap. Reaper, the last one alive, taking out Admiral Gasser. What a monster game from Senna, though, with that 135k, 3 assists, and 2 kills. That's massive. Painkillers, after that initial delay, just could not come back and compete the way that we all know they can. Unfortunate series for Painkillers, but congratulations to Hullcrushers making it to the finals for next week. Just all around Hullcrushers dominating there. I believe this is it. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to comment on other than the fact that it was just total domination from beginning to end for Hullcrushers. And as I was saying before, on mountain range, if you lose one flank, you're gonna be cornered 1,000%. It's just almost guaranteed, like that it's gonna happen. You're just not going to win a whole lot of games without controlling the flanks. I think Painkiller's best game was on Haven when they controlled the map like 99% of the time. But losing that DPM cruiser on that far left side, you know, losing the St. Louis was rough. I say that Hullcrushers, great job. Painkillers, learn from these mistakes. Learn from this this series as best you can. I think that, like I said, I would have loved to see the series go to Game 5, obviously, but for that first game not to have happened the way that it did. You know, it's unfortunate miscommunication or whatever you want to call it, but either way it happened, and I know it affected one team more than another. And you can tell by the way that the teams, you know, both performed. I think going down 1-0 like that, it's going to be rough. Hey Karmaz, is Ninetales your favorite? He's a very, very good friend of mine. That's what I'll say. But I mean, he's the one I was streaming, so. Great job, Hullcrushers, executing, sticking with the plan despite that first game. Because here's the thing, it could have gone either way with that first game. Even though they went up 1-0, they could have been kind of upset that they didn't win that first game the way that they wanted to win, you know, the way that they envision winning. Sometimes that does throw off, like, that people that are very, very competitive. And luckily, you know, I should say luckily, fortunate for them, they were able to kind of keep their composure despite, you know, being maybe mildly irritated about the situation. They went up 1-0, they got the advantage, and they took advantage of it. You know, they kept rolling with it. They did a great job. So, GG's to both teams. Hopefully, you know, and that's another thing too, is the Painkillers going in and just continuing to play as hard as they can, and giving Hullcrushers a very good challenge. That was huge. So tomorrow, we'll be back here at 2 p.m. U.S. Central Time, 2 p.m. U.S. Central Time, for the coverage of Warfare at Sea versus SOA. That match is not going to disappoint whatsoever. At least that's the hope. You know, we got the reigning champions of Ocean Cup that are coming in to defend their title, man. So it's going to be Hullcrushers to the winner of those two teams, and that's that following week. That's going to be super exciting. I'm excited for all three teams that made it this far, and obviously Painkillers as well. Congratulations. I will not be doing the interviews today. The interviewers are Kaiser and Regals Bartok for the English, and then for the Germans, Jocko and Regals as well. Yeah. So right now, Isaac is, if you guys are aware of Isaac, like his channel, I can post the link here, and they're doing the interviews right now with Painkillers. Give me 1 second here, guys. I will get that link to you right now. And now. And now. Head on over there, give some love to Isaac, watch the interview there. Hope you guys enjoyed the overlay as much as I enjoyed making it. Shout out to my graphic designer, GFX Jenny. You guys find her on Discord. She's been my graphic designer for the last 3 years, doing a lot of logos, a lot of work for me, a lot of overlays. And I made this one specifically for the Fleet Network, obviously. But I hope you guys, you know, give your feedback. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll continue making the stream better and better for you guys. So it's been a lot of fun. I will see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Ocean Cup 4 semifinal, the Fleet Network. It'll be Warfare at Sea versus SOA. We'll see you guys then.